Welcome inside Studio H here in Los Angeles with Tracy McGrady, Jalen Rose, and Paul Pierce. I'm Michelle Beadle. We start with sad news today. Former NBA player Rasual Butler and his wife Leah LaBelle died early Wednesday morning in a car accident. Paul, you played with him. Would you like to share a story about him?
Yeah, me and Rasual, we played in Washington. You know, I've been knowing him for a lot of years, and that's where we had a chance to really bond. We were the oldest guys on the team on a young Washington squad, and we were looked up to as the veterans. But the one thing I could say about Rasual Butler, he was a consummate pro, and you know, everybody he was around loved him. He was just a genuine good guy, man, and it's sad to see today us lose one of our NBA brothers, because, you know, whether you know the guy or you don't, you know, it's like a fraternity. When you play in the NBA and you lose a brother, you know, it's felt across the league, and you know, it's tough. You know, last week I lost a good friend in JoJo White. This week, Rasual Butler. So this has been a tough week, you know, on me, but all the guys in the NBA, because we share, you know, each other's, the things that we've been through, you know, being in the NBA and going through the things we go through. So this is a very difficult moment for not only me, but a lot of guys around the NBA.
Well said, Paul. And the thing about being a part of this NBA family is that it is really a small fraternity, as Paul mentioned. There are 4,000 people to ever play in an NBA game. And so the one thing about a player like Rasual, why he was never considered a superstar player or an all-star level player, what ends up happening when you have staying power in the league and you get a chance to play with multiple teams, you get a chance to make multiple friendships that last forever. And so many people are going to miss him. Prayers to he and to his family at this very difficult time.
Yeah, it's a very difficult time. I know Sewell. Every time I saw him, every time we ran into each other, he was always gracious and kind, and always came to me and asked me about advice, you know, about working out, getting out of shooting slumps, things about the game. That's the type of person he was, never bashful about it. And what I appreciate about him is he was a late second-round pick in 2002, and he worked his butt off to last 14 years in this league. Although he was in and out at one point, he came back at the age of like 32 and lasted a couple more years. So. This condolences go out to his wife's family and his family as well, and it's just a sad day for the NBA family.
Because you know why this hits me? Maybe death hits people different, but like when you're not only a teammate but an actual friend, you know, off the court. You know, we share moments off the court. You know, I put up today on Instagram, on my Twitter, a couple of the moments that we was able to share off the court, and so, you know, that's him and his lovely wife. You know, that's why it's a little more difficult for me to swallow. When I heard it this morning, it just it brought me to tears, and, you know, you hate to see this to somebody who's close to you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for sharing. Rasual Butler was 38.